Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's work on one of the projects that I talked about. Today we're going to be doing the initial scaffolding for com4rat. Right, for com4rat. And I actually spelled it wrong. Okay, that's fine. So, as I said, we're going to be using 11t for this. 11t.dev. Is this the set? 11t, yes. We're going to be using 11t for it because I just want to work on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but 11t will give me some of the templating I need. I might use open props for some of the styling. I'm not sure yet, but for the time being, let me go to where it is. That's in focuses. Yeah, nope, that's the wrong folder. The focuses. Go into com4rat. Then let's see, there's nothing in here. Let us scaffold an 11t project. Do I remember how to do this? A good thing to do would be to actually check on my Learn 11t series, because we're going to be also be using we're going to be taking inspiration from Bryn's site, because she did switch to 11t, so I need some of her initial setup stuff. So let's go to my articles and 11t. I will be using pnpm and not npm because of reasons. What do we need to do? I made the directory. I'm in the directory, so it's this pnpm init y, if I'm not mistaken. Let us see. Get started. Oh, I know, 2.16. That's cool. Did that. Let's try. That's pnpm y. That work? Cool. Then pnpm, we need to install at 11t. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. What was in it? It would still work. We need to do this next. So the way I opened, oh my god, that's wrong. That's so wrong. Close this. Sorry. Control K. That is so wrong. Let's come back here and close this. Let's go back to com4rat. I need to paste this. So the way I opened up my terminal, that was Rofi. It's a launcher. Because recently this year I moved to Linux because I'd had just about enough of Windows and its nonsense. Exec 11t, does that work? Run 11t. Okay, so do I have an exec? I think it's pne. I think my alias is pne 11t. Will that work? Oh cool, it does work. So since that's working, let's now open this in my code editor. Alright, what I need first is my 11t config.js, which Bryn did. This is where I am gaining inspiration from. 11t config.js, which is what we need first of all. Let's make this file .11t.config.js. This also need a git ignore file. Git ignore, and then git ignore, we're gonna put node modules. Save that. Let's see. Firstly, my series, we did that. So with npm, that's fine. Okay, then module.exports. Are we doing module.exports with this bin? Oh, it's just 11t.config.js. My god. Okay, so it's export defaults. Okay. Alright, since we're working from Brins, let's edit this. Yes, I know, I named it wrong. It's 11.config.js. What I need to do in here, from what Brin did, is so what default function 11.config. Where did 11.config come from? This is just a core component. What did I do? This is the 11.config just comes from there. Okay, export default function 11.config. No, stop. I want to do it myself. No, stop it. Okay, I need to switch off Windsurf for now. Turn it off for an hour. Config. So right now I want to set up the source directory and other stuff. Let's see what she did. Let's see at the bottom, return directories, input directory src. Okay, so we're going to come back here. We're going to return an object dir. Is that correct? Yes, dir is like so. Input shall be src, like that. I think I need to also install Prettier, but the specific version of Prettier I prefer. That's fine for now. I also need to do something about the file format. So it accepts non-jacks. But for now, I think in gitignore we also need to do _site, because that's where 11 compiles. So I'm not changing that. Although Kevin Powell did do something, I might change it later, but not now. Let's do src. Let's do new file index.md. Let's go hello 11. And if I've done everything correctly, if we switch back to our okay, no, let's not do that. I'm actually switch back to my terminal manually because I've got to open. We're to run this. That is not working, of course. So where is the error? In 11 config file, 11 config.js, there was a problem importing 11 config file import ims. Okay, where is it supposed to be imported? That is my question. Dear Brin, you did not explain these things. Where did you import 11 config? Free plugin, syntax plugin, that you did this as a param. Why? Why did you do it like this? Is my question. Why did you do it like this? Let's not fight for now. Should I actually go and read the docs? In all honesty, I should go read the docs. 11 config. That is fine. Let's try again one more time, then I'll go and read the docs and see what the docs want. Okay, that's still not it. Okay, let's go to the docs. Never getting started. We do that. I did that. That should work. Exec 11 titles. We go to that. Exec 11 serve. I want the configuration. Right, configuration file. You're doing this, right? 11 config.js, that's what we're doing. That's what default function. 11 config async function. It needs to be async? Are you sure it needs to be async? She just did default. That is curious. That is very, very curious. Okay, let's copy this. Let's copy this part and pray and hope for the best. And I will eventually paste. Save. Come on. One more time. There we go. So what was the issue? Okay, where is it running? What port is it running on? Oh, it already wrote. My bad. So it already wrote them to the underscore site. Okay, so that's fine. So it seems to be working. Now let us check if there was the serve command. Where's the serve command? So it hot reloads. Where's the 11 serve command? Not bad. Where is it? Is it 11 serve? So it's just the same thing with serve. I need to add these to my package.json. Here's my question. This is a comment though. Okay, let's do this one. Let's clear and serve. On localhost 8000. Will you load up? There we go. Hello 11. So we're in business. We're in absolute business. Now what I want to do actually is to have it use Nunjux instead of Markdown, because Nunjux has templating that I like. So for now, what we're gonna do is there was a way you'd do this, but initially, right now, let us do scripts. Let's do dev. Dev shall be npm exec 11t serve. Then I will copy the build commands later. Build, that is same thing. npm exec 11t, like so. These are the two commands. Then in the meantime, while we do that, let me go and check my series, how I did the stuff where it tells it to use Nunjux instead of instead of Markdown or Liquid. That's not it. That's not correct. Let's go to like a part 7. Let's see what the difference is. Nope. Was it on my personal site? Did I actually do it on my personal site? I think I did. Let's go to my profile. In the meantime, I'd like to get that sorted right now before we do anything else. 11t personal site. That is 11t.js. Let's see, because I remember there was a way you actually told it to do that thing. So pass through copies, order by. Really? No, there's a way though. There is a way. I know there is a way. Let's find it. There's nothing? Nothing? I swear it's there, guys. I promise you. I promise you there's a way. You know what? Fine. Let's just test if it works. Regardless of me not doing anything. Let's rename you to NJK. Like that. Index.njk. Let's go hello 11t. This now we can now write HTML. Does this work? Nope, it doesn't work. It needs to be, you know what, let me cheat. Let me cheat for a bit. Rename it to because I'm gonna do layouts later. HTML, so I can do this. Boom. That's done. Let us rename it again to NJK com4rat. Spelling is not my strong suit today. Let's see this. Any change? Yeah, cool. It's working. It's actually working. So that's fine. So I think it now accepts nunjucks by default. Is there anything else we need to do? Let me set up layouts in the meantime while I'm here. This includes will be in underscore includes, layout will be in layout. Okay, let's just do most of that stuff because I'm gonna need data as well. So let us stop this server for now because I refuse to do that stuff while things are running. So back in my 11t config, let's just do data. We'll go in underscore data includes will be in underscore includes. Yes, I know I left a comma. I know why you're crying. Then layouts. Is it layouts? Nope, it's here. It's layouts. Layouts is equal to underscore layouts, like so. Let me see if I were to remove you and we save and I served you, would you still work? Clear. Still working. Boom. Perfect. Perfect. Very, very perfect. She is ready. She is absolutely ready. Okay, now that we've done that, I need to figure out how something, or like we need to do our CSS. How did we do CSS? That was, let's go back to the home page of this. Let's find styling, part one installation, partial styling and images. Perfect. This is when we need a pass-through copy. Click it. Partials, this is about it empty. Navigation includes microphone. Do that. Navigation, but for now this works. This is why we need nunchucks, because we can't do this with Markdown or HTML, but this works perfectly when we use nunchucks. That's why I chose it, and also because I also write Django, and Django uses that format. That's one of the first templating languages I ever learned, so that's fine. CSS file, that's src asset CSS. Okay, let's go and make that. New file, assets CSS styled CSS. Okay, and how do we include it, by the way? Length href like this. Copy. Come here, back to my index.nunjucks. Where did she go? Here she is, right here. Paste. And how do we know it's working? We know it's working if we can do body color red. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna work. It might work, but yeah, it's not gonna work because we didn't do a pass-through copy. Because the reason being is right now with the way we've done it, our like here you see it's writing to underscore site dot index dot html, right? But this index dot html doesn't know about our style.css, so we need to add a pass-through copy that I was talking about. So if we go to this article right now, it's not going to work. You see right now, see 11 pass-through copy. So I need to do this. So then after that it would work. So right here, put a comment, pass, because I don't want anything to change with the CSS, because usually we do this if we don't want anything to be changed. We want it to be copied as is. So this is one of those things that we just want them to copy as is from top to bottom. See, now we have our red, so our styles are now working. That being said, let me add open props. Open props will make my life a bit easier for some of these things. So let's do open props. Well, some of their defaults are actually quite nice. I don't mind them. Thank you, Adam. This one, I think we'll import this one. It's just this one little line, and then open props is ready to go. Where's my CSS? Boom. Save. Go check. Changes. Any changes? No changes as yet. Huh. I thought that was supposed to work. Interesting. Does it not have resets? I swear open props used to have resets. I want the docs, please, Adam. I'm only doing this because I do have my own reset. I just don't want to go and find it and copy it again. I do have my own reset. This would have made my life a bit easier, but it seems to not be working. Maybe I should actually test something out. No, not the colors. Okay, fine. Let's try the colors. Let's see if the colors are working. Cyan. Okay. If we're going to come here, let me come into H1 color var cyan 4. Does that work? It's not working. Interesting. What happened here? Let's close it. Let's run it again. Because it's still doing okay. Oh no, it is working. Oh, it needs a reset. Oh, whenever you change anything in your 11 config, you need to restart your server. Also, I still do need to do my own resets. This is just for styling and stuff. Anyway, okay. Do I remember it is star box sizing, border box, padding 0, margin 0. Start with there. Do we have life? Boom. That's cool. I'm gonna need a font. I don't know what's a space themed font. I don't know what a space themed font is. Don't I know if you say space grotesque. that's too obvious. Now that we're here, let me go and find my space images. Assets. New file. Let's go images as a folder. And then I'm going to pass through copy the images as well. So a nice thing you can do here, I did a file. You can also do a folder. You could actually do images and then that would copy. So what I actually need right now is my images. I think I put them in download space these ones. Not sure which one would actually work. I don't know, guys. Maybe you might tell me which would. I think this one's actually quite good. This one's wider, so it's just 4 of them, I think. Uliana Burkov, that one. .jpg. Let's try that one. I'm gonna copy all of them. Let's move this to the side. Copy, open this in here. That is in. I didn't even do this. I have a fast way to get here. I'm silly. And just click here. Takes me to the folder. Then I come back to here. No, there's something else different. Let's come to here to space images. This one, let's copy. Let's cut it actually. Assets, CSS, images, paste. Now, do I remember how to do background images? Do we? I've never actually done background images. That's the problem. Let's go body. Body. Background image. URL. But what would it be? Would it be SRC assets or? That's not working. That's one level out of here to images. Nope, that's not working. That doesn't look correct. That doesn't look correct at all. Rename this to space 1. Let's hope this works, guys. Nope. Not at all. Not a chance. Did we change anything in the... I think we did. Let's stop this and run it again. Yeah, that's not how you do background images. What do we do? No, that's when it's in the same URL. That won't work for what I'm trying to do. My concept is the same, but wait. Would this not be correct? Oh. Is this the problem? Is the problem that I did not put quotes in the thingy? Would that be the issue? Would be the quotes the problem? Yeah, there are quotes. Do we have liftoff? No, we do not. Interesting. How did I do images before? Let's see. Fine, images. Yes, that's fine. You did that. That is assets. Assets images. It needs to be the path in question entirely. Are you sure? Are you sure? But then this isn't the template though. Something. I'm forgetting something. At least if we can get this to work, then we can close off assets, images, save. Reloading, watching. Nothing. Huh, interesting. Out of sheer curiosity, if nothing else, let's see if this image is even working to begin with. Let's go img src has to be that's a good question. That's a very good question. That is a very, very good question. It's personal site. I know I have images in here. The pass-through copy for the images. Let's go src. Let's go index.nunjux. Just template for that and that, for that and that. It added item in there, item title, page section. That's not it. Let's go out. Let's go. Assets images is fine. Maybe parchment. Yes. No, parchment is articles. I want potions. Potions.nunjux. Do that. We did that. Image assets. Okay. Okay, cool. So it is src, then it's assets, images, images space 1.jpg. Save. Will that image even show to begin with? No, it is not showing. Why? Did I spell something wrong? This might be now a spelling issue. Images space 1.jpg. Pass-through copy. Is pass-through copy correct? That's fine. That is odd. That is very, very odd. Is the image tag even showing to begin with? Let's start there. What do you mean could not load the image? It's right here though. Is this not how you're supposed to load it? Interesting. Let's read things slower. This is here. Did images rc image.that assets icons rollout that's supposed to work. Mispa. Yes. So why are you not loading? Everything seems fine here. Okay, let's go slower. Images space.jpg. Pass-through copy is fine. Nunjux space assets images space.jpg. But yet it is not working. Fine, let's stop the server for now. And let's try and figure some stuff out. Bryn, did you do images, Bryn? Did you do images, Bryn? She has the feed plugin. She has the pass-through copies. Add watch filter. I don't know what that does. I'm going to come back in a little bit. Do the filter. Feed plugin. SSS, metadata. Put from there. Format date. Config. Syntax highlight. Pass-through copy. src assets. /. Doesn't need to be // though. That makes absolutely no sense. Now let me see where you used images, my child. Next, you had images here. So why is yours working and mine isn't? That is very, very, very interesting. What have I done differently? Assets, images. Then you tell me I spelled something wrong. It does say images, Nespa. Fine, let's just make it space. Space.jpg. Assets, images, space.jpg. Save. You should work though. You should work. You should absolutely work. You have no reason for not working. Nope. It still refuses. I have no idea. That is very, very odd. I am stumped. I am absolutely stumped. What am I doing wrong? With the images, the passcode will be SRC assets images, which is fine. Is the colon there? The colon is there. Okay. Fine, let's go back. Let's go back and not plugins, not deploying, not adding tailwind. Let's go to bring it all together. See how these things differ. Okay, is that right? Previous URL, next URL, connection, a filter, pagine partial. Questions for no, that's not it. That's not the one that I need. Connecting CSS, adding tailwind plugins, deploying the site, data and relevancy, macros. It should be here. This should work. And on all accounts, this should work. This should absolutely work. Style sheet, right? That's fine. Style sheet is working even without the URL. Filter, that's fine. Styling is working. Did that. Images. Did that. Did that. So on all accounts, this should be working. I don't know why. You know what? I think I've spent enough time on this. We'll be back. We'll be back when I sat down and figured out why it's not working. But for now, I think we have done something. We've got it working. We have our styles working. The image is the pain point that I'm not quite sure why it's not working, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. And when I have, we'll continue this and we'll do some more. With that in mind, thank you guys for joining me. We'll continue along later, and bye.